Hey horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and today we're going to review the movie Escape from Cannibal Farm. Now, Escape from Cannibal Farm is a 2017 British horror film. It was written and directed by Charlie Steeds, and it stars Kate Davis-Speak, Barrington De La Roche, and David Leake. Basically, the film is an easy premise. A dysfunctional family decides to go to the countryside somewhere in London or Britain, whatever part of Britain or Britain that they're in. And while they go camping, they are captured by this boy that looks like has a mask over his face. Is credited as the boy with the melted face. And they take him back to this farm where obviously they kill people and process them for meat. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. It sounds like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, we'll see about that, but that's basically what the premise of this movie is about. Now, my good friend Vicky, better known as Nightmare Maven, actually saw this and she reviewed it on her channel. And I asked her about it, and she said, "Hey, look, why don't you watch it and do a review on it?" So I actually decided to go ahead and do a review of this movie. So, my dear friend Vicky, here is my review of Escape from Cannibal Farm. Now, here we have Wesley Wallace and his wife, Catherine Haver, and they are taking their son and her stepson. Well, her son. She has two children from a previous marriage. I think her name is Jessica, and she brings her boyfriend along with Toby and their son Everett. I believe that's what they're not Everett. Wesley. So you have the five of them going on this nice camping trip, and looks like Wesley, he's sort of like a big brute guy, but they decide they don't get along very well. They curse at each other. They fight each other. It's obviously that they really don't get along. And for once, they decide to take this camping trip somewhere near where it's called the Hanson Farm. Is what Wesley wants to take him to. They get there, so everything seems to be going nice, but unfortunately, the tent that they had burns down, and all of a sudden, once they get to a certain farm, they are attacked, and they're attacked by this dude that has some type of mask on his face, along with a real crazy guy, and he puts them all in cages, and he says that they're going to choose these one of the family members to be part of their new meat because they process human meat and give it to people who actually eat them, hence the name Cannibal Farm. That's basically what the premise of this movie is about. Now, starting off, this actually started off pretty good because this family's crazy as hell. I mean, they're cracking me the hell up with their craziness. Everyone seems to be getting along, doing a good job in portraying this crazy ass family. Like I said, Wesley Wallace, he seems some type of a brute man. The mother seems like a sort of a pushover. The daughter seems to be the only strong-willed one of the group, and then you have Toby. He seems like a big pushover, and then you have her boyfriend. I forget his name. He's even just as bad as the others. And they all don't get along. They fuss, they argue, they curse each other out. But it was funny. I did crack up at that. That was the best part. That's one of the things I really enjoyed about the beginning part of this movie was seeing them, uh, their interaction with each other, and that's the reason why they're so dysfunctional because they don't get along. So I really give them credit for doing this part of the film because all of a sudden we might start caring about these people. Eventually, of course, when they do get to the Hanson farm and the things start takes turns for the worse, and they're all put in cages, and that's where the film takes a huge nosedive. Oh, splat! Like I said before, after they get captured and put onto the Hanson farm, this is where the film takes a huge nosedive because the whole film goes to shit after that. I don't know what in the world what they were doing after they get to this film, when they get this part of the film. It's just one of the big problems I have is this. it just drags and drags and drags and drags and drags. I mean, come on, guys. How can you make a film like this and have scenes just take on forever? The main villain, I guess you want to call him, Hunt Hansen, which is just a play on the guy that did the played the whatchamacallit, played Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. 'Cause we know that's where that's coming from. I mean, and he do these long exposition pieces, and they drag and drag and drag, and you have the other, and then the characters that come out from nowhere we didn't even know in the beginning, and that drags and drags and drags and drags and drags, and it goes nowhere. I mean, I don't know what in the world what they were thinking about when they made this picture. The only standout performance is Kate Davis speak as Jessica. She's the only one that's actually pretty good in the film. Everyone else, it's just like we see a certain twist that happens at the end, in the beginning of the picture, and again that drags and drags and drags. It's like they were like purposely dragging this film along, and for a film that has the word Cannibal Farm in it, you would think you would see some type of cannibalism, but you see nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some semi-good practical effects in the film. We see limbs get chopped off. We see face gets, I think, an attempt of a face pull get pulled off. I don't even want to talk about the dude that plays, I guess, the boy with the melted face. I don't even want to talk about him. He's a dead ringer to replace Leatherface, and that's basically what this film is. Tries to be a ripoff of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but obviously, you really have to. I don't know what Charles Deese was thinking about when he made this film, but he really should learn about pacing his film and not let scenes drag and drag and drag and drag and drag. Yeah, like I said, there's really no redeeming qualities in this film. Like I said, I've seen worse. I mean, I've seen better cannibalistic horror pictures than this one. Like I said, this is a very blatant ripoff of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and a Leatherface character. I really don't understand what they were trying to attempt to do with this film. So I'm going to open up my vault and let's put this thing to bed. And I'm just going to give this movie only one of my 5 gold coins. Yes, this is a real stinker. Sorry. So, my horror fans, I really don't know if you want to check this out or not, but if you do, I believe it's playing on Amazon Prime. If you have a member of Amazon Prime, you can see it for free if you really want to see it. I don't know if it's playing on Netflix or anything else. I believe it might be playing on video on demand if you actually do want to waste your time and see this piece of shit movie. But hey, I'm telling you right now, you don't want to see this. Yeah, it's really that bad. Sorry. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I say that always helps me out here. And if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can become part of the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules.